to episode 7. How are you guys doing today? I did not put lotion on. God, no. Oh God, I didn't put any chapstick on. Let's just say this video goes viral and the whole world sees me with chapped lips, and these lips are big. No, because these 4K cameras will catch everything. So I don't ever want YouTube to go out and see me, Lordy. Anyways, I guess I should do the welcome again. Welcome to episode 7. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that this video finds you well. There's a lot of new subscribers every single day. I'm getting new subscribers added to the channel. I'm getting more and more comments saying that you guys are enjoying the festivities, and I'm glad you are. I am in a mood today. First of all, I am just coming off of a 3-day juice fast. I haven't eaten anything as of yet because, to be honest with you, I'm not hungry. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know if I'm still full of bowel or it did the trick. But I'm going to make some tomatoes and avocados once I finish this. I didn't want to eat that before because I didn't want my face to swell up. I tend to swell up after I eat. I don't need no medical advice. Don't leave none in the comments. Thank you. But anyway, I'm a bit stirred. Today because I want to talk about vulnerability and truth and honesty and just how much this platform has helped me with honesty and vulnerability and truth, and how I desire to live in honesty, vulnerability, and truth into the day that I breathe my last breath. And if I come back as a dog, then I hope that I bark in truth. Oh God, here I go. Even when I'm trying to be serious, but I want to bark in truth if I come back as a dog. If I come back as a whore, I want to have sex in truth. I just want to be in truth. And that's it. And so as I develop this channel, as I develop this network, I want to make sure that I stay in truth and stay in honesty and stay in vulnerability, and not just say things to make you laugh, but to also expose myself, because this is an expose. This really is. A lot of the reasons why I came out so strong in season 2, just saying whatever came to my mind, is because a part of me felt like I was a hypocrite. A part of me felt like I shape-shifted per the environment I was in. And so the only way to fix that is to put this out here in the public space that can never be erased. That way it's like, fuck you forevermore. If you do not like me, you just don't like me. And I don't recommend everybody do the whole fuck you stage, but you need a bit of fuck you in your spirit though. I mean, come on now. You need fuck you in your spirit, and you might say forget you or shut it up or whatever you want to say, but you need that in your spirit. You absolutely, and I am inclined to believe, unless my mind changes, because I'm still evolving, that the older you get and the more secure you get, not the older, but the more mature you get and the more evolved and secure you get, you also get with that a strong heap of fuck you. And it's not rude, it's not telling everybody off, but you're not going to impede upon my space. Not the space I created, not the seed that I asked God for, that then I took and sowed in the ground, dug the dirt, tilled the thing, watered every day, and waited and was talked about until the fruit manifested. Fuck you twice if you got something to say about that. And you need that in your spirit every day of your life. Ask God, give us a fuck you spirit. Hey, glory, fuck you. I'm for real. And it might come across, I know some people don't like my words, but don't allow my word usage to get in don't allow the words I use to fuck with the message of what I'm saying. Stop letting folks get in your head. Stop letting folks bother your spirit. You know your worth. You know your value. You know the good you bring to the space you're in and the place you're in. So if anybody got anything negative to say about that, fuck them. That's a part of my life mission. It's a part of the kind of conversations I have. I call him a friend, the director of photography. We sat and had lunch this week, and I'm gonna talk my craziness because I am who I am. I'm gonna be who I am. But I hope that he understood the gist of what I was saying. You are great. You are good. You are better than what you're presenting. You are a leader. You're not a follower. You're a voice and not an echo. And I feel like I am called to people who have a hard time assessing the fact that they are no goddamn cheerleader. They're the owner of the team. If you're watching this and you're drawn to me and you've seen all these episodes, I'm telling you, you are not a cheerleader. You are the owner of the team. You are not an echo. You are a voice. You don't belong in the back. Oh, my bad. You belong in the front. I get these notifications because I got 50-11 cameras around my townhouse because my nerves be bad because I'm up at 16th Street in Midtown, and we all know no matter how nice your neighborhood is, you are apt to be robbed in Atlanta. So stop mimicking other people that are not in your trajectory, that don't align with the vision that you have in your heart. You don't talk about because you don't feel like you're worthy of that vision. I'm talking to you. Stop your mess and ask God for a fuck you spirit so that you can live vulnerable and live in truth. A lot of the reason why you can't be vulnerable is because you're not living in truth. You're not living in your greatness. You're not sober-minded. You're in the sunken place. And why? Off a motherfucker that ain't got 2 cents to give you right now? Oh, hell nah. We don't do that over here. Not in this community. Hell no! We don't do that in this community. In this community, we square our shoulders back. We talk to ourselves. We're not perfect, but we're perfecting. We sit up, we square our shoulders back. You would not believe the amount of times, and I'm just gonna talk like this today. I'm in 7 minutes, I got a little time. I do got something to say, so I gotta hurry up. You wouldn't believe the amount of time that I am about to walk into a room, I'm about to walk into a space, and I'm feeling less than, and I stop myself, and I talk to myself, and I say, you V Terrill Hill, right? I'd be like, yeah. Now, you might not dress like them, you might not talk like them, you might not have the money in them, but you're better than them, right? And since I'm saying that, I'm doing what I do now. You see how I just sit up? I start sitting up, and I square my shoulders back, and I walk in the room, and my light blinds everyone in the room. I don't walk in a room I can't take over. I takes over every room I walk in. Hell, I'm taking over your living room right now. And you should too. You are the main character, bitch. You are the main character. Everybody around you is at best a supporting character. You have written the movie, you chose the script, you chose the wardrobe, you chose makeup and hair, you even chose catering. You are the main character. You are the star of your show. And you ain't gonna be in this community and be thinking otherwise. I'm gonna block your ass. I'd rather you get up here and talk shit than have a low self-esteem. I'd rather you DM me and say your content is trash, but be confident in yourself than to give me all the accolades and praise and you ain't got shit for esteem. And I cannot have people watching this that got low self-esteem. I cannot. Because one begets another. Then because you attract people you like, then you be sharing my videos of niggas that got low self-esteem. Then I got a whole bunch of fans and followers that got low self-esteem. How the hell is we gonna change the world with low self-esteem? You can't do that. So stop it. Now let's talk about something a little bit more serious. Oh, so how about, I'm off subject now, but how about, oh gosh, I gotta hurry up. How about I'm on my way to get my hair cut because as y'all know, on Tuesdays I get my hair cut so I can do production. And at the moment that I get a text message that I've missed my appointment because I thought my appointment was at 11, but it was at 10, I see blue lights, a siren behind me. What the hell is this? I'm a law-abiding citizen. I mean, as far as y'all are concerned, I am. And I stopped the guy, little white, chunky motherfucker come out the car, roll your back window down. I guess because my windows was tinted. You couldn't see, and that's fine, bitch. You can see if you want to see, so I rolled the window down. License and registration, no, license, please. I said, no, license. I'm a law-abiding citizen as far as you're concerned. And he says, you know your registration is out. I said, registration? He said, yeah, your registration. I said, what do you mean registration? He's like, yeah, your registration's expired. So now I'm thinking this is some old racial shit because there ain't nowhere in the world that I'm driving around. Like, listen, I'm a lot of things, but I am too good for flat tires, cracked windshields, dents in the car, and bad tags. You know, I'm past that space in my life. I was thinking, I said, now hold on. It's in Georgia, you renew your registration during your birthday. And I said, now where was I at during my birthday? And I remember where I was at during my birthday. And you know where I was at? Not renewing my registration. I have been driving around for almost a year with expired tags. Anyway, he randomly brings my license back and say, today is your lucky day, gives me back my license and walks off. He didn't even tell me bye, he just walks off. So I'm thinking to myself, oh, well, because bitch, I got good registration, but no, I don't have good registration. Or, now I could have paid for the registration and forgot to put my sticker on. Don't put that past me. My good friend and mentor, Larry, always says I need a husband. And it's true because I can run everybody's life. I can tell y'all how great y'all are. But when it comes to my personal life, I hate it. Like, I don't feel like God has called me to clean the kitchen. That's not in my... That's why I gotta be rich, because I can't. I'm either to buy somebody or marry somebody, either one. Anyways, I have a question to ask you. Oh, I just saw a screenshot of someone who said something so nice to me in the comments, and I am aware that I can't live in the comments because as my star grows, show the bitches that follow stars, shit. So that being said, comments should not be where I live, but for the most part, I always get the most encouraging comments. And someone said something so nice to me that I screenshot and I just saw it, so I forgot to say it to you. All right, let's get to what I want to talk about today. Allegedly, there's a Nigerian man, and I can't pronounce his name, and I tried to get Mo to pronounce it for me, but I forgot to send him the name. But his name is Christian Toby. He was murdered allegedly by his white girlfriend. What's that bitch name? Hold on one second. That girl's name. I ain't get none of these names. I had all this stuff lined up. Who is Rochelle? Oh, that's good. Hold on for a second. I had all this stuff lined up. I ain't get to get. Anyway, white woman allegedly kills black Nigerian man. Now, normally Black Twitter and all of the civil rights leaders and everybody in between be on that shit, like for real, because we don't allow that kind of foolishness. But then allegedly, somebody dug up some tweets by him where he was talking about black people, specifically black women. This was tweets back in 2011. He says, want a white girl, #help. He hashtagged someone named Stuart Little. I can teach a white girl a little about African culture. When the beautiful white girls wear your yoga pants. It probably meant wear. White girls wearing white booty shorts everywhere. Now that's what I like. LOL, love of white people. I love white people. Shit, me too, girl. I don't know what he's talking about. And then he's talking about full of ignorant black women. Why is there always one ghetto black boy in the back talking throughout class? Get out, chill, LOL. The way black girls disgrace themselves on TV. Once again, I'm tired of these black girls in my government class. So since those tweets were unearthed, dug up, I'm getting a lot of people saying on Twitter that you're bad, we're not speaking up for you. And clearly so, because as of now, this has been taped. This child is roaming free and hasn't been arrested for allegedly killing the Nigerian man, the white girl. She was saw at a bar, seen at a bar, kicked out. That video was going viral.
Yeah, you should go, because you just killed your boyfriend. Yeah, you did.
But I don't want to get into the statistics. I don't want to get into facts, but I am interested in your thoughts about this. Like, if someone doesn't like the Black race, are we responsible for taking up for them when they are done wrong by the race that they ran to? So if you culture sellout, if you despise your own people and you're like, I don't want nothing to do with Black people. He didn't say that, but I'm just giving an example. Then let's say the white people turn on you and murder you. Should Black people do what they do, raise up enough stink to get national attention so that things matter? When you think about the Ahmaud Arbery case, it wasn't until everybody spoke up, that's when it blew up. Before then, there was a whole bunch of cover-ups. So Black Twitter has the power and the voice and the weight to bring such national attention to this case that things could change perhaps, but they're choosing not to. And I wonder if that's right or wrong. I mean, it's a slippery slope. There are things that I've said on season 2 that I know if I gave a fuck, someone could really try to counsel me later, but I don't give a fuck now, I won't give a fuck then. But now I could evolve in my thinking, and at that point that I evolve in my thinking, I might change my thoughts about that. Should I be held accountable for something that I said yesterday or 2 months ago? How do we know he hasn't changed? Now, what's interesting, and his brother put an Instagram post that says, as a family, we strongly disagree with the ignorant and repulsive tweets from my then high school age brother that has recently surfaced. However, the tweets do not diminish our demand for a thorough investigation into Toby's murder or negate the necessity for justice. Well, there's some folks on Black Twitter saying, I'm a damned. It's been a week since my brother was brutally and senselessly killed. Courtney Taylor Clooney's callous actions have not been met with an ounce of remorse. We've seen videos of Courtney kissing her dog while covered in what we believe to be my brother's blood and casually getting drinks at a hotel bar days later when my brother lays in the morgue. What do y'all think? Should we save Tobes? Should we save Mr. Toby, or should we let him rot in that morgue and turn our backs? Oh, this is the real question. I'm not being rhetorical. The climate that we're in race has a lot of people, including myself, drawing really, not fine lines, clear, thick lines. And so I'm not only asking you, I'm asking myself, like, should I care? The majority of people that I follow, they don't have a bit of remorse for Mr. Toby. Some people say when you live by the sword, you die by the sword. That's too fucking bad. I don't know. I don't want to give a thought right now. I got to think about it. My brother married a white woman. I've said this in other episodes. He hadn't sold out the culture. He don't damn Black people. At least he don't do it in front of me. So does it matter? I mean, I don't know. My sister loves a white man. She loves a white man. So I don't know, that's an interesting question. So give that some thought. And remember, if you live by the sword, you die by the sword. So if you think that Toby should not receive any justice because of his stance and because of how he vocalized this stance, then you have to also make sure that you don't have anything out there that would prevent you from receiving justice if something happens to you. Or what if Toby was your brother? Would that be different then? I don't know. Sometimes I'm in the mood of like, well, fuck him. You shouldn't have said it. Sometimes I'm like, come on, we got it. I don't know. I do know I need some racial healing. I'm not afraid to admit that. I definitely need some racial healing. What the George Floyd murder did to me in 2020 and how callous I saw white people respond to it. Certain white people respond to it. And then murders that led up to that, like Philando Castile or whatever, and a whole bunch of other people. And I remember I follow Fox News on purpose because I do like balanced thought. So I like to follow people that believe and think differently than me, so I can, think and challenge my own self. And I remember going up under the certain comments, and I would ask these people, "What if this was your son?" And immediately they would respond something like, "Well, my son would obey the law." All right, but we're not talking about that. Could you at least come out of your doctrine, your train of thought, and your belief system for a second and ask the question, if your son was on the ground with a knee in his neck by a black cop, would you feel differently about it? And no one ever answered my question. And it made me callous towards white people, if I can be honest with you. It made me upset, where I sort of have this saying, white people are guilty until proven innocent. You're not an ally until then, I don't know. I look at certain vintage videos. Oh God, I'm on something today. Let me say this, I'm 21 minutes in. I saw a video recently of how this black family was the first black family to move into a white neighborhood, and how mobs of white people terrorized this family and threw bricks inside their car window, and the cops had to escort them into the house that they purchased. And I heard a white woman screaming, "We want our freedom." And I often think to myself, has that bigotry or racism been addressed? And if it has not been addressed, that to me says it's still being passed along. Like, I know that the majority of white people that will see this video has not committed a crime, has not maybe perhaps committed racism, but has racism been addressed in your lineage? My mother's side of the family deals with, in my opinion, strong mental illness, and they can be very mean, and we can be very mean and very hateful. And I have to address that. And I've had to address that so that I don't pass that sickness along to hold on one second. Hey, I'm gonna give you a call right back. I'm in the middle of a taping. I'm gonna give you a call right back. All right, thank you. That's a client. I must make money. But has that generational evil been addressed? And if it has not, I can't trust you. I can't trust you. I listened to Tucker Carlson. He has a show on Fox Nation where a woman says that brown people are jealous of white people because of their great advances they've made in the Western culture. And to listen to them talk in a way where it's like a us versus them, it just really scares me and infuriates me at the same time. It's time to have some real conversation surrounding race. And I hope on this platform, I say things in a way that gets the conversation started. I don't even know if I want to be responsible for concluding or finishing the conversation, but I sure as hell want to be responsible for getting the conversation started. All right, so in summary, ask God for a fuck you spirit. Because you are not the cheerleader, you are the owner of the team. Does one's old tweets or even current standing or current bigotry or current bias prevent them from receiving justice? Yes or no? And if you're white, have you reconciled the hatred in your lineage? And if you're Black, have you reconciled the damage that that hatred has done in your lineage? Love you guys. Be blessed and be best.